Welcome, it's your friendly neighborhood badger here, and I am back for a quick yet unexpected video I wasn't planning to make today. There has been a very important update that has come to Path of Building, specifically the Path of Building community fork. Now, for those of you who don't know what Path of Building is, it is a program where you can basically make your own builds. You can input items, you can create the skill tree, and you can even import your own characters or other people's characters through paste bin links to be able to have a look at them and gain information from them and just basically sort out your own builds, which is really helpful. And the Path of Building community fork, where there is a link down below if you want to get this one if you don't have the community fork, is basically Path of Building Plus. It is the community updating Path of Building to basically keep it in line with the game as it updates, because the original version doesn't really keep fully up to date. Now, in the Path of Building community fork, there has been a really amazing update, as I have said, and I'm just going to show you about it now. I have updated my Path of Building, but I'm just going to go to the About section here and just scroll a little bit down. We can see in the 7th of the 16th update here, we've got lots of support for exerted attacks. This is the new update. Great for war cries and everything like that. That's all implemented. But the thing that I really want to talk about, the one thing I want to talk about today, is at the bottom of this big section of add support for, there is a line that says add support to highlight nodes by per point and best node. Now, what does this mean? I'm going to go over it here. If you want to follow along, you can bring up your own build, or I will put the Path of Building that I'm working on right now in the description down below as well, and you can upload that to Path of Building, and you can follow along if you would like to with the newest update. But I am taking my Skeleton Necromancer, which I am playing in my Road to Mirror series. If you haven't seen that series, basically I'm just trying to make currency as quickly as I can. Started 2 days ago, and we're already about 7% of the way through to getting a mirror. This is our Skeleton Necromancer, and we're going to see what we can do to improve this build. Previously, it has been a little bit kind of convoluted to see exactly where you should go on the tree to really solve your build. Now, some really important things have been added. So first of all, I hit this Show Node Power button, which is really great. And you have always been able to do this. And this shows you the nodes which have good power and when you travel to them and everything like that. The really important things, though, are first of all, showing the top node, the node that gives you the best DPS. Or you can even switch, say, for example, if I go to life here, the top node for life would actually be this node here, but this is minion life, so I've got to switch off my minion gem, so I switch to something else. And then this shows me the top node for our life. Hang on, let me switch here to Dread Banner. It shows me the top node here being Constitution, which is really nice. You can choose anything that you want here. If you're playing Ignite, you can search for your Ignite DPS, all of this kind of thing. So I'm going to switch back to total DPS. I'm going to switch back to my skeletons, wherever they are, Vile Summon Skeletons here. And we can see the top node, as I said, is this one here, Grave Pact. Now, we know that that is the highest DPS on the tree. It's the only one showing. But the other thing that we can point to is power per point, which is arguably the much more impressive addition. The power per point basically is just taking the calculations of where your skill tree is at the moment and the smallest amount of points for the greatest amount of impact, which is really nice, mainly when you get to like the later levels of your build creation. And there's you could probably find some very interesting things you wouldn't have thought to take for some good damage. Say, for example, this build right here, per power per point actually means that the next point that I should take is Sovereignty, which is this node right here, 1 point away, and this actually gives me 4.4% increased damage. You would have thought maybe I should go into some more minion points or something like that, but that's 3 nodes right there, and they are only giving me 1.6 per point. This one here is giving me 4.4. So this is really amazing. You can see the difference if I take off the power per point. Things change, some more things get highlighted over here. You even get highlighted of other ascendancies and everything like that, which is not what you want. Click on the power per point and it really just consolidates everything for you. So I could take even some smaller nodes here, which could give me a little bit. These are actually giving me, this node right here, 4.1% total DPS, even though it's a small node. It's not even a notable. It's an absolutely amazing addition to Path of Building. So I would recommend you all go and download it now, especially because of all those other updates. If you're playing War Cries, that's all going to be calculated. And to tag on the end as well, something very important that has been added is updates to how chill and shock works, rather than having to go all the way into your configuration and, you know, is the enemy shocked? You know, how much are they shocked? Oh, I've got to go to the gem, I've got to figure it out. They're shocked by 15%. Now, say something like Skitterbots itself. So if I go to summon Skitterbots here, this lets me have a look at the shocking Skitterbot here, and it's got it all set in here, and it basically adds that to your DPS on its own, which is really, really, really amazing. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll put all of the links I talked about in the description below. If you need to go install the Path to Building Community Fork, it is super, super easy to do so, and I recommend you do that right now, after you leave a like and a comment on this video, because, hey, let's face it, I'm a YouTuber, I need those dang clicks. So, thank you so much, guys, and until next time, Badger, out.